Okay, well, thanks, guys, so much for coming out tonight and taking a little bit of your time to have a kind of a personal meeting with Christy's team. Christy wanted us to talk about following up and answer any questions that you guys might have for us tonight. But I'm Dodie Tidwell, and I am your upline. I just ranked Ruby today, so that's super exciting. But yeah, that's what we're going to basically talk about is following up. I sent you guys a little image that had follow-up statistics on it, and I want to kind of go over that while we're talking about following up to kind of give you an idea of some of the things that I do when I'm following up. I have a lot of people ask me what my system is for following up with potential customers and ambassadors, and I really don't have, I guess, an actual system that I go through. I just have lists, basically. I think everyone has to find what their niche is for following up, what works for you. Some people do good with having like Excel spreadsheets. Some people have an app on their phone that they use for following up. I just basically use lists, and I just have different lists. Like my first list is I have my dream team, which is my dream team list, which is everyone that I want on my team. They may have never said anything to me about Plexus, but I think that they would do great with it. And then my next list is I have a potential customer list, people that I want to reach out to about the products because I know that they have some type of health concern that I think Plexus would help them with. And then my other list is one for basically basic follow-up, people who reach out to me on Facebook. Usually I just jot their name down. So every time somebody sends me a message and say, hey, you know, what's this Plexus stuff? I jot their name down and I put a date, and that way I know the first time that they contacted me, I know when to follow back up with them. So those are my basic lists that I keep, and I just keep them in a notebook, and then I just go back to them, and then I jot down the dates every time I follow up with them. You know, it's not so much what your follow-up system is, it's just that you follow up. Like, following up is so important. I really think that in your business, that's one of the most important things is following up and your passion. Just showing your excitement for Plexus. That is what people feed off of. They see your excitement and they want the same thing. So, if you just have this bright, exciting attitude about Plexus, then others will want that same thing. So, just following up is so important. So the sales statistics, the image that I sent to the little group message, I just want to go over that really quick. Overall, following up with someone between the 5th and the 12th time gives you a huge percentage of them actually following through and purchasing from you or joining your team. It's 80%. But did you know that almost half of the people never, ever follow back up with a prospect? 48% of the people. So that basically means that when someone, say for instance, someone messages you on Facebook, they send you a message and say, hey, what's this Plexus stuff? If you follow up with them with your basic follow-up message, and then you just leave it at that and you never follow back up with them, they just fall through the cracks. And for one, if you don't write their name down, you'll probably forget that you ever even had any type of contact with them. So it's so, so important to have some type of system going, whatever your system is, whatever works for you, to just jot their name down, and that way you can follow up with them. So guys, that means that like almost half of the people that ever messages someone about Plexus, they never even follow up with them. And to me, that's huge, because if you're not connecting with these people, if you're not following up with them, then someone else is. Someone else is going to make that sell because they may follow up with them again. So, but 25% of sales people make a second contact and stop. So basically 25% of people make a second contact. So that's saying that then the way I do it is, from the first initial message that someone sends me, I send them my basic follow-up message, to giving them my website. I just give them some basic some personalized information. And that's something that you want to do, is you want to make it personal. You don't want it to seem like it's a script. You want to let them know what it's helped you with. So that's my basic follow-up message. I just give them my website and give them a little bit of personal information. And then I ask them, if what they're looking to improve in their health. So a lot of times they'll come back to you and they'll say thank you. Most of the time they won't say anything. So I give them 2 or 3 days and I message them again. And again, I make it personal. I say, hey, just checking in to see if you got a chance to check out my website. Did you check out the products? Do you have any questions? You always want to leave it with an open-ended question so that they feel like they're obligated to come back to you and, let you know what's going on. So that's basically the second contact. And then 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. So then again, that's another contact. I usually wait probably a week or 2 again if I haven't heard back from them, and I will follow up again and say basically the same thing. If they haven't said anything to me, I basically say the same thing. Have you got a chance to check it out? I like to find out what they're looking to improve with their health. That way I know what products to recommend. And also another great personalized thing that you could do is go and look for a testimony. Like if someone says, I'm dealing with diabetes, or I have anxiety or fibromyalgia, or I need energy, or I need to lose weight, whatever it is, if you go find a testimony, and maybe on your 3rd or 4th follow-up to them, you could actually send them that testimony. You could say something like, I came across this testimony about diabetes, and I instantly thought about you, so I just wanted to share this testimony with you. So in that follow-up, it's making them feel like you actually, which you do care, but it gives them that feeling of actual genuine caring, that you took the time out of your day to actually think about them. Okay, and then only 10% of sales people make more than 3 contacts. So 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So it's a very, very low percentage. So basically that's somebody sending you a message and saying, hey, what's Plexus? Send them your website and they directly go and purchase without asking you any more questions. That's very slim. That hardly ever happens. A lot of us get discouraged because we think that because someone came to us and asked us about Plexus that they're instantly going to purchase. Most of the time, that's not the case. Most of the time, they're either sitting on the fence or they're researching, or they just don't have time. Their life gets busy. So you need to continue to follow up and remind them that you're still here and you're still thinking about them. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact, and then it jumps up tremendously up to 80% between the 5th and the 12th. So this just means that just continue to follow up with them. I mean, don't hound them every single day, but I try to keep it sporadically following up with these people. I've had people that I'm still following up with from a year ago, people who have continued to ask me questions about Plexus. I've even given them special incentives and offers, but they still haven't jumped in yet. It takes some people a lot longer than others. So just continue to follow up. Even if it's just once a month after your first few initial contacts with them, you just want to continue to follow up with them at least once a month. Just let them know that you're still here. Anytime you're running any kind of incentive, anytime Plexus is offering any kind of they do free shipping. Sometimes they'll do like $17 off of the joining fee. Anytime Plexus does any kind of specials, if you have their name written down somewhere, you'll know that you can let them know about these specials. So that's basically how I do my follow-up system. These follow-up statistics are the year that I've been in Plexus. It's so true. It's so true. And it's just so important to follow up. because when you're following you up, you're planting seeds and you are just letting them know. And most of these people are people that you know, so you know how to communicate with them in a way that shows that that you care and that it's personal and that you genuinely do want to help them with their health goals. And the same thing with ambassadors. It's pretty much the same. I do the same exact follow-up for ambassadors as I do with the customers. So that's basically how I do that. Does anyone have any questions as far as the follow-up goes? Did that make sense?
Hey, I have a question, but I got to take this call from my husband. He's on the road.
Okay.
I'll note on a couple of things, Jody, if that's okay, that I noted on while you were talking, is that that you have to remember, too, that Plexus isn't their priority.
Right.
So it's not the first thing on their mind. So when they're messaging you and you're messaging them, they're thinking, oh, yeah, I want to order that. And they're like me, literally, if they turn around and they forgot what they were doing. So that follow-up isn't irritating. A lot of people need that. A lot of people need that reminder. Oh, yeah, I forgot I was going to look at that. Really, you're not bugging them unless they say, I really don't have time right now. I'll let you know. You might want to back down a little bit, but in a couple weeks, I'll message them again.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's not their priority.
Right. And I agree with that. And also, unless they absolutely tell you no, like, do not ever message me again about this, the door's still open. Like, they still have the door open. So continue to do little things to let them know that you're still there, to remind them, like Cheryl was saying, it's not on their top priority list, Yeah. I think it was on a call recently, someone said that, you get mail, like you'll get something in the mail, like say you'll get something from your favorite store, like 50% off, and you'll go and lay it aside, like you want to go and use that 50% off, but it gets piled up with the other junk mail, like you keep putting stuff on top of it, and that's kind of how it's like and then you don't think about it again until you go back to that stack of mail and you're like,
it's too late.
Yeah, sometimes it's too late. But yeah, I like that analogy because it's true. Like things get added up, and like for us, Plexus is like what we do every single day. But for some people, it's the farthest thing from their mind unless you remind them. So basically, it's reminding. And I think when I first started out, this was the hardest thing for me because I'm not a salesperson. I've always been so afraid of bugging people, and I was always so worried about what people thought. But until I actually got into Plexus and really saw that people actually genuinely cared, and reading the testimonies and really building my desire, I feel more like I'm really am helping people rather than bothering them. So
yeah, and every time you quote unquote follow up doesn't have to be all about Plexus.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminding them of you, just saying, hey, I saw that picture that you posted, it's so cute, and then they're like, oh yeah, there's Cheryl, I was supposed to look at that Plexus stuff from her. It doesn't always have to be Plexus.
Yeah.
Remind them of you. Somehow.
I think that's why it's important too, to when you see like someone post a picture of their kid, to post and comment and like that because Plexus is network marketing, and it's building it's relationship marketing basically. So you're building on those relationships outside of Plexus so that they feel more comfortable coming to you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Dodie, when you were talking about any time that we offer specials or that Plexus offers specials, I know I post that on my wall, and I've never thought about it. Do you actually send them a private message with
I do. Yeah, I do. If it's a really good special, I think around Thanksgiving, I don't remember what it was, but it was a really good special. And I went through every single person that have ever spoken a word to Plexus about, and I sent them a little blurb about the special, and I sent them the image. But yeah, I do.
Okay, I think that's a good idea because I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know if they're going to see it or not.
Right.
And do you send it, say, the first of the month, and then again, like you said, they forget about it? So would you send it again towards
It just, I mean, it really depends on the person.
Yeah.
As far as like incentives and stuff goes, you know, I'll send it to him one time. I post it on my wall. But I really don't,
Bombard them.
yeah, I really don't try to bombard them. I try to just let them know that it's there, and then.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll get some type of response. They're like, "Oh, I can't really do it this month," and then I don't really bug them.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let me think on that." Then I will remind them.
Yeah, if they ask questions and they seem like they're really interested in that special, I may, you know, if it's time for it to end, I'm like, you know, there's like 5 hours left. You know.
Yeah. Come on, two girls. Chime in.
I was wondering, do you have any recommendations on specials you can do yourself to try to get those customers in for the first time? So I have a few that are always sitting on the fence, but they don't actually buy.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can do, and it's just up to you, but you could do like free shipping or a free product. People like free products. So sometimes I'll do like, if you purchase as a preferred customer and spend $50, I'll send you a free bottle of X Factor or a free bottle of Block. They really like that. It seems like and it's just easier because when you do shipping and stuff, you have to transfer it to their customer account. So they have to set up a customer account and then you have to transfer it to them. And then they have to actually, you know, you have to kind of show them the way to do that. But sometimes offering free stuff,
Okay.
I get a lot of.
Okay, because I did the welcome pack with the 10 free sample or the 10 3-day trials, and I sold every one of them right off the bat.
Awesome, yeah.
But I only have one customer who's buying from me, so.
Well, they're buying from you now, so I mean,
Right.
some people take a little longer to decide. So, but I've usually had pretty good success with the 3-day trials. You know, even doing like a free water bottle or something like that, they like those as well.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of, if you were to offer a free water bottle, what would your requirements be?
I think last month I did a free Plexus cup I think it was if you purchase a preferred order over $50, I think is what it was.
Okay.
I remember, I have to go back and look, but yeah, I gave away like 2 or 3 of those cups to get preferred customers, and I was really doing that to get, because we're trying to get points for convention as well. So on top of getting new customers, it was getting me points for convention, getting those new preferred customers. So that's what I did. And like this month I haven't had anybody take me up on it, but I'm doing like the Plexus 96 shakes, and I'm giving them a free blender bottle. So just, you know, whatever you can do. You can, even sometimes the small little knick-knack things, people like are so excited over it, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, you'll give them a free product, but they'd rather have a free water bottle. So just.
Mm-hmm.
If you did free product at this point, I would suggest doing a drawing. And saying anybody who purchases this month will be put into a drawing. Mm-hmm. When your business gets bigger, maybe you could offer more, but I wouldn't offer so much in the beginning.
Right.
Just because you're going to be putting more into it than you're making.
Yeah, I agree. I did that a lot at the beginning too. I did the drawings.
Yeah.
Those were good because you're only giving
do preferred. That way you get the preferred bonus, which will help cover your cost of whatever you do.
And also with when Cheryl said that about the preferred, like if you ever do any type of ambassador refund, always make sure that they purchase a welcome package. A lot of people have made the mistake of, covering their fee and they not even purchase a welcome package. And it's all learning, especially in the beginning, you're learning. But I just think, let them know that if I'm covering anything for the ambassador fee, you need to purchase a welcome package because then you get the welcome package bonus or the new ambassador bonus. Also.
And speaking of that, and I think Tammy has this question too. Tammy, are you on? Like if I pay them back like they're $34.95 or $17, whatever it is, and I've transferred it from my e-wallet to them, do they have to buy product from that? So like if you're giving money back to an ambassador, your only other choice is either to pay them cash or write them a check or to put it in their e-wallet.
Yeah, and some people do PayPal, and that's just easier. Like if you have a PayPal account, you could transfer it to their checking account.
Gotcha.
Or you could do a check, or however you want to do.
And Tammy, were you saying that you couldn't see the money I sent you in your e-wallet?
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
Yeah, it doesn't technically go to your e-wallet. Like it comes from Christy's e-wallet, but it goes to your account, which is when you go to purchase products, it's in there as a credit. So what you'll need to do is when you go to payment, change payment method from credit card to credit balance, and you'll see that amount in there. So whatever amount you have in there, it'll pop up, and you can use that entire amount, or you can change it. And then if you have a remaining balance, you can actually pay the rest of the credit card.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to do that with my order the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So you just make your order and then switch it to credit balance?
Yes.
Yeah, so at the end, when you go to checkout, it'll ask you how you're paying, and you'll just, instead of saying with credit card, you'll say credit balance.
Okay.
And you can either get it all under something.
You
Okay.
can find that information under your profile, like under the tab that says My Profile. You click on that. If you scroll down a little bit, there'll be a credit balance section, and it'll tell you your current credit balance.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's like the same place where your banking information is at, like where your
Direct deposit and stuff.
direct deposit things. I think that's the same thing.
So if you have money in your e-wallet, like if I take money out every month to go towards that, I can't actually ever take that money out as cash per se. I have to use that money as for product.
Your e-wallet, you can take it out and put it back into your commission.
Oh, okay. So if I ever wanted to do that, I could do that.
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, I got you.
Check. So like, it's either going to be that Friday or your monthly check, I guess, whichever one's next.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, if you withdraw it by Wednesday, I don't know the time for the cutoff, but if you can do it by Wednesday, you'll get it that same Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a spot that says withdraw, and then it says self or ambassador, downline, or customer, and then it gives you the option under self for commission or credit balance. So you can, that's how you would do it towards your own product, is you would credit balance.
Yes,
But
yeah. Nobody else going to do the list of questions besides me? Come on, Jessica. I know you're curious.
I've had a lot of customers that will say, "Oh, I'm not touching that." I actually have one at the ballpark the other day tell her husband, "We're not drinking that. I don't know what's in it." And I'm wondering, has anybody ever done, say, sort of a party to begin with, not necessarily a party, but information type meeting, have people come, bring their friends to be able to let them know what's in the products and what it's all about?
Yeah, I have those a lot. I love having those. I've done a few at my house. It's like a taste testing, like a pink drink taste testing, where they can come and take a drink. I usually play a video about the products and a video about the business, and they're very short, like 5-minute videos. And that way it takes some of the pressure off of me not having to talk so much. But it kind of just gives them an overview, and it's a great opportunity if you have others, like if you have some people in your upline could come and do testimonies, and it's just a great way to personally get outside of Facebook and just talk one-on-one with people and just answer questions. I've had really good success with those. So yeah, I highly encourage doing those.
Do you normally do them in your house, or do y'all rent somewhere to do?
I've always done mine at my house. I think I've done a couple at the church before, but they're just smaller, kind of more intimate type ones. I did one in January. We had like 20 people come, every single prospect that came that night either signed up as an ambassador or became a customer. So it was a really great one. And I've had them where I only had like 2 or 3 people show up. But out of those 2 or 3 people, I think all 3 people signed up as ambassadors. So they're just, I don't know, I've had really good success with them. So it's just, you can make them as small or as big as you want. And then of course we have our monthly team meetings like we had in Dallas. And you can always have your potentials come to those as well, just to try the pink drink and hear a little bit more about it.
Are any of those coming up anytime soon?
We're trying to plan one for May. So we're trying to find a new location because we're outgrowing our current location. So if you guys know of anywhere that we could use or, that you think would be a great place, just let us know. And then we're also trying to figure out some topics to talk about because we feel like we're talking about some of the same things a lot. So if you guys think of anything that you need more training on as a team or as individually, just kind of jot those down. You can let us know. But we're planning hoping to have one in May.
I mean, there's a place in Hiram, but most places like that cost so much money. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. And we'd only need it for a couple hours, so it's like, but also I wanted mention as well about Cheryl and I are starting a challenge group in May as well. It's for people who are seriously wanting to build their businesses. So if you really know that you will have the time to really want to dedicate time to these challenges, some of them will be easy, some of them will be a little bit more challenging, but it starts May 1st. And we just need to know if you want to be in the group before May 1st because that's the day it starts. So do you guys have any questions about the challenge group?
Well, I don't because I heard you the first time, but
okay. Yeah,
I think it's really good. So get you out of here.
Yeah, and especially let your new ambassadors know that it's not something just for people who've already been in the business for a while. I mean, new ambassadors can join. If it's something that they really want to do.
Mm-hmm. I do have a question about ambassadors. I talked to a lady today, and she is a preferred customer, but she was talking about wanting to be an ambassador. Mm-hmm. So how do they go from either preferred or retail customer to ambassador?
Well, they could just, they would just do it the same way you normally would. Just you click on join at the top of your website, and they could choose a welcome package if they want to do that. Or, if they're already a customer, they may already have products. So if they just want to join with the $34.95 fee, but they would do it the same way. And then what they would do is they will need to cancel their preferred order if they have a preferred order, and they can actually log in and cancel that themselves.
Okay.
So have them cancel that, or they can call customer service and cancel it.
So if this lady's preferred order is scheduled to ship out on May the 7th, like her preferred order is like around $170.
Mm-hmm.
She'd really be crazy not to sign up with a welcome pack and go in and cancel that, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's spending over $100 a month. I think that she would be a good candidate.
And she's calling me about people that she's talking to.
And you're like,
right, She doesn't want to sell and she can't sell, but I told her that. I said, but you are.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sharing, and so.
In Plexus, it's all about sharing.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. But yeah, just have her decide before May 7th what she wants to do. And if she wants to go that route, then she could just log in and cancel her preferred order.
Okay. And should she log in and cancel her preferred order first and then do the ambassador, or vice versa? It doesn't matter.
No, I would say go ahead and sign up and then cancel it.
Okay.
I would say if she wants to, the welcome packs do take a little longer than regular product.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's really definite, I would have her do it as soon as she knows for a fact. That way she has her products as soon as possible.
Gotcha.
They do take a little bit longer. You guys did see that we are currently out of stock of the vanilla protein.
Just when I was about to order some.
Oh, yeah.
I love the vanilla.
I do too. I personally don't really like the chocolate, but
I'm not a big fan of the chocolate either.
And I made the chocolate cookie things.
Yeah, I do
oh
like
my gosh, those
I
are
gotta do
wonderful.
those. I thought about them today.
Yeah.
Those are yummy.
Yeah, those are really good. Because I normally make no-bake cookies, but I like those.
Do you want to talk about the compensation plan or anything, Cheryl? Or do you think we have time to? We have 7 minutes.
Doesn't matter.
Jessica or Tammy, y'all got any questions?
If anybody has any other questions, I can talk about that.
No, I don't.
I do have a question. Somebody had said something about a buffer app. What is that?
It's just an app on your phone, on your iPhone. Like if you go to your applications, you can type in Buffer, and it's just an application that automatically posts for you. So you can go ahead and set your posts up. So if you want to do 3 posts tomorrow, but you'll be away from your computer, I don't know, say you have jury duty or you're on vacation or something, I don't know.
Funny you picked jury duty. Thanks, Dodie. Court's tomorrow.
But just like, it's like, say for instance, you can't be at your phone or you can't be at your computer. You can go ahead and say, okay, I want this one to go out at you can do a testimony at 9 o'clock in the morning. You can do a product at 12, and you can do, I don't know, something personal about yourself at 5 about play or whatever. And you go ahead and set it up, and it just automatically posts for you right at that time, right at 9 o'clock. And you can set it for the whole entire week or however you want to do it.
You just search, and it says it's called Buffer app?
Yeah. Buffer, Buffer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that might be something that we should touch base with in our May meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that with summer coming up, we all get very busy, and that's something that would be beneficial for
Everybody.
Myself, playing outside and all that stuff. You forget
Vacation,
pool.
Yeah.
Well, and too, I've been feeling a little bit guilty for just being on my computer all the time, it seems like.
Yeah.
And you've probably noticed on Saturday and Sunday, I don't post as much because especially Sunday, I've just pretty much told myself, look, I'm not going to get on the computer and do that. So that would be perfect to pre-post everything.
It would be, because ultimately Sunday is the highest traffic for Facebook. So that would be definitely a day, I know maybe you want to stay away, so that would definitely be a day for Buffer for you to set it up to automatically do it for you, so you don't have to worry about it. And I agree, I'm super busy on Sundays. I'm the same, you want to spend time with family and church and stuff like that. So that would be a great one, because Sunday is everybody checking their Facebook on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weekend has a different audience, really, because the people that work all the time are actually able to look on their Facebook. But I'm the same way. The weekends, usually about Sunday evening, I'm like, oh, I haven't posted really. But
and you're quickly going through, going, oh, what can I stick on there real quick?
You thought about 5 posts. You're like, do I post them all, or do I
one right after the other? Yeah. You think ugly comments if we did that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes just thinking of what to post. Sometimes you might be just so in the zone that you can sit down and do 10 posts on your Buffer app and have them going out, and you don't have to think about it again. Because sometimes you're just I don't know what to post.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to do it too.
I'm definitely going to look that up.
It's really easy. It kind of sounds confusing, but it really is very easy.
It is. I'm like, why don't I use it more?
I don't either. I used it last summer, when I found out about it, and then but it really is.
For me, it's just sitting down and doing it. I could be doing something else while I'm sitting there.
Our upline said that she sits down on Sundays and she goes through her whole week and sets up her post. And then you can fill in if you're on and you want to post something, you can fill in and do it at whatever time. But
yeah,
she knows for a fact that 3 things are posted every day.
That's true.
That's really good.
Do you have any tips on finding customers? I'm all about kids. I'm all with my kids all the time, and I'm not extremely crazy sociable. So I don't have a lot of adult friends. All of the people we go to church with are family. Do you have any tips on just finding new people?
Referral. Did you do the referral program, Cody?
I did, but I haven't really had any success.
Some people do that where here's like an image, I'm sure Betty or I have it, where like if they suggest a friend and they purchase, they get $15 or whatever. So you got referrals, tagging people in your post. Sometimes their friends will see that as well. So if you want to tag like your mom or anybody that doesn't mind you tagging, their friends could see it. Do you have business cards?
Not yet.
Okay, you could purchase those and you could leave those out and about. In random places, people just leave their card on shelves or whatever.
Okay.
Jody, do you remember that thing that you posted? It's probably been a month or so ago, and it was like a day, like something daily. Like today, you need to like 5 people's posts. You need to friend 5 people. I've got it somewhere written down, but I'd have to go back and look at the post. That really helped me because it was almost like a checklist that I needed to do. And Jessica, it helped me a lot because one of those things that says go, like, you know how on Facebook it pops up and says you might know these people. Believe it or not, that has worked. I've gotten several customers just off friending them and them seeing my post and then going, hey, what is this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I think I saved that.
Do you remember what I'm talking about, Dodie?
I do. I still have it. And I'll see if I can find it. And that'll be a good thing, too, I think, Cheryl, for us to do on our challenge group. Because it creates habits. And when you get in a habit of posting every day on Facebook, when you get in a habit of wishing people birthday, when you get in a habit of friending like 5 or 10 people every day, when you get in a habit of, like, posting like on people's non-plexus stuff on people's, like, it's all about creating habits, and that's what that post is about. I have to go back and find it, but I still have it, but I agree that helped.
And I'm like you, Dodie, I'm a list person. I like to check stuff off, so that was so good for me to get that and go, okay, I'm done with that, next
Yeah.
And it really helped to say, all right, Christy, you got to do 3 posts today. You know, that it helped me a lot, Jessica.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to find that. We have less than a minute, so is there any other questions real quickly?
Like when we say that, everybody, even if they have a question, your mind goes blank. You're like, oh my gosh, we got a minute. It's all you can think about. I got a minute. I got a minute.
Hey, Jessica, put your card in all the trophies that you give out at the end of the season.
You're absolutely right.
Hey, we could have a pink tasting at the year-end party. We'll bring the pink drink there for them.
There you go.
There we go.